Hello and welcome to Aaron's Playcast. Playing Stardew Valley again tonight, starting fall here. So I've got to go first thing and buy seeds. What's going on here? Oh, and I get my new fishing rod today too, if I get time to do that. It's aggravating that you kind of have to start over each season as far as your plots go. And of course, it does give you something to do in the game, so it's not. I guess I haven't upgraded my hoe yet. Probably going to want to do that sometime soon. Oops. You go outside and suddenly there's a rock in the middle of your garden. Okay. Let's see. I guess I'll try to do this a little differently this time. You can use your pickaxe to sort of what's the word? Unhoe the soil, I guess is the word. Turns it back into regular dirt. She's still working on that freaking thing. Yep, I know. Come on, dog. Don't run away. I guess it doesn't matter too much because I can't buy a cow on a Monday or Tuesday anyway, so wasn't going to be able to use the barn until Wednesday. Drop that in there. Okay, what's my so what is my that's what I'm fertilizer situation, that's the word I was trying to think of. I have to make some fertilizer. Can I make good fertilizer? I cannot yet. I can't make the deluxe fertilizer yet. That's a bummer. Okay, well, I'll just make the regular kind then. Not sure how much I need. Guess we're about to find out. I seem to be a little under the weather today. Kind of a sort of a low-grade headache and low-grade stomach ache all day. Nothing serious, just enough to be annoying. So I finally gave in and took some headache medicine. And now I'm playing a game. Alright, off to get seeds. There's a cat yowling downstairs. Well, I don't know if it's a couple, because two of them look so much alike I can't tell them apart without really looking close, but two old mama cats. One of them has been yowling the last few days. She'll even sit outside and just sit there and look and yowl like she's upset at something. I don't know what. I need to take this thing to Gunther first, I guess. Then I'll come back and get the seeds. So she's sitting in the basement right now yowling. Now it's got Guy upset. So, what you need, boy? He's not going to want to stay out there very long with being about 2 degrees and windy right now. But he had to go out and find out what the cat was yelling about. Okay, I guess I'm not going to have any... Don't care. I didn't bring any iron bar. Well, I didn't bring any bars of any sort to get anything upgraded, so I guess I'm not doing that today. A reward. I don't know why I say reward like I'm Jed Clampett, but I just like to. I like the way after you talk to them and walk away, they kind of turn looking at you like, weren't we having a conversation here? Well, they do that anyway, even if you were done. I mean, even if they were done talking and said everything they were going to say, they still do that. They turn and look as you walk off. Yeah, I'll do that. I need lots of pumpkins because I need gold star pumpkins for my bundles. So let's see. Let's get 18 of them. How long do they take anyway? 13 days. I've got corn already. Eggplants keep producing. Bok choy don't. Yams don't. Cranberries do, so I just need 9 cranberries. Yikes, I'm about out of money. Crap. Well, I need grapes to get started around my thingamabob. Apparently, I'm not only under the weather, I'm tired already because I can't think of my words. A sprinkler. That's what I mean by thingamabob. A sprinkler. Okay, now, oh hell, I bought 9, I only needed 8. I wasn't thinking about the fact that the sprinkler's in the middle there. Alright, pumpkins up here. I don't remember whether pumpkins are one of those things that can grow huge or not. I think they are. I think there's 3 crops that can grow huge: the cauliflower and melons and pumpkins, which would be 1 for each season, so that makes sense. Okay. The eggplants here. Even the things that can't grow big, I like to put them in groups of 9, just because, well, for one thing, if you plant something short behind something tall, it hides it and can be kind of hard to see what you got. So, I like that there. Hell, I don't even have enough seeds to plant everything. That sucks. Did I have any other seeds? I do have wheat, okay. Because wheat's a fall and summer, so I already had that on hand. Just fill in everywhere else with wheat. It only takes 4 days to mature anyway. So I'll have more space once I buy more seeds. I'm surprised Guy isn't back yet, cold as it is. He's been out of sorts today because I've got a batch of lard cooking in the kitchen. Because that's a good thing to do on a cold day. You might as well add that heat to the house, and so you can smell that. So we spent a lot of the day sitting in the kitchen, hoping I'll come in there and give him some of whatever's making that smell. Occasionally barking and sounding pitiful. But I don't think it's going to be done until tomorrow, so he's just going to have to wait. Okay, oops. All right. Oh, there he is. Okay, got the dog back in and all is well. And he's back in the kitchen looking to see if any lard fell on the floor or anything while he was gone. Well, I think I'll sell a battery and a pale ale. There is a there is a reward for selling basically one of everything. I might have mentioned that before, but for selling kind of like, it's not one of everything, but one of a bunch of different things, one of each. And it's a pretty good reward, but I'm a long way from achieving it yet. It's all this stuff. So I'm sure battery is in here somewhere. That probably is the battery, I think. But it's like one of each vegetable, one of each fruit, and then one of each mineral, and each bar of a mineral, and like a mayonnaise and different types of mayonnaise and stuff. So the silo's full. Those stumps grow back. Those are the ones you get special on this forest map. These big stumps do not, or logs I should call them. The big logs do not grow back, so once you bust them up, you're done with them. I still can't do that now. I didn't think so. Gotta upgrade my pickaxe before I can do that. Well, I'm starting to feel exhausted, so about time to turn in. The Robin works all night. Well, I guess I don't know that she works all night because the game forces you to go to sleep at 2 o'clock, whether you like it or not. But she works till at least 2. I know that much. And then she's there in the morning. Okay. Let's see what we got going on back here. Got ore, but not coal, so I guess I could throw some more coal in here, since I have some. Make a few more bars. I've got this stupid skeleton thing. Throw it in there too. There's an owl flying over. I think that's an owl. I don't think you ever see them in the game. I think you just see their silhouettes when they fly over at night, which is sort of cool. Okay, what's going on tomorrow? Nothing. Dog's in my way. Day 2. Why does that ring a bell? Like it comes from a movie or something. I know it. I know that's reminded me of something. Shoot, I can't think of it. For some reason, I'm thinking Bill and Ted, but I don't know. That's not quite right. I'm not sure. Day something. I think in the last one of these I did, I was talking about how my programming videos seem to be suddenly taking off, because I picked up 20 new subscribers on YouTube on Sunday, which was a huge jump. I'd never gotten more than one or two a day before, and it was usually like one or two a week before that. And apparently it was kind of a one-time thing. Because I didn't get any today, and I think I got one yesterday. So I think, looking at the analytics, I think what happened was I think one of my videos got featured on the homepage of YouTube for a few hours or something like that. I don't know why that would happen, but that's where the hits were coming from. It wasn't like somebody linked to it from another site or anything like that. It wasn't people searching for anything. It said it was just from browsing YouTube. So I'm like, well, it must have got the feature treatment for a little while for some reason. Actually, let's sell one of each of these, because I'm sure I don't have them in my collection yet. Nope. Yeah, that last thing was the battery. Okay. I haven't watered the dog yet. Fortunately, you don't have to water your other animals, you just have to feed them. Okay, it's Penny's birthday. So we'll take one of them along. What do I need to do here? I guess... I wonder if I have enough of this stuff. I would have a honey and a jelly, but I have 4 of these fruits. If I could complete that bundle, it wouldn't hurt. I don't know what the reward is for it, but let's see. I would need a peach, a pomegranate, an apple. I hate to use an apple for that because I need 3 apples for something else, but what are the fruits again that it wants? I guess I don't have any cherries, oranges, or apricots yet, so I can't get 4 fruits anyway yet. It doesn't look like, unless I've got some of these other chests and I've forgotten about them. Nope. 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 Oh well, can't do that one yet. Might as well put these fruits back. Okay, and that one goes in there too. What else can we do here? Can't do any of that. Can't do that yet. Can't do that until the pumpkins get done. Can't do that yet. Well, I have winter roots because you find them in the caves, but I don't have those things. I won't have till winter probably. Actually, this one I do have a hazelnut and I do have a blackberry, but I do not have a wild plum yet. I'll have to find that. Although I might find that on the way, so maybe I'll go ahead and take a blackberry and a mushroom and see what we find along the way. Or get the blackberry out of here. A cheap one. mushrooms at? Okay. Fish. I don't think I've caught any of those. I do have a wood skip. Could take that along. Actually, I have 4 wood skipping. At the plural of wood skipping. That seems legit. I've caught a sunfish. I could take a sunfish along. And a bream. Sunfish, bream, and the lake fish. I might have all 3 of those there. Sunfish, bream, and lake fish. There, sort these things. Take sunfish, bream, and then the lake fish would be a carp. Oh hey, I've got a shad too. I hate to use my only shad though, and there's no point in being in a hurry yet because I'm not going to finish that bundle anyway. Shad are a rainy day fish, so they aren't that easy to come by. They're not hard to catch, but they're not easy to come by. Because a lot of times you tend to go, when it's raining, you tend to run to the mines. I guess I don't have any largemouth bass. Okay. So that takes care of the fish. Then we got the vault. What do we got here? I could take the hay and probably the wheat for that one. Yeah. Go get the hay out of here. Oops. Oh, that's right. You can't get hay out of the hopper if the bench is full. Kind of annoying. But anyway, I'll have to get the hay another time. This has got to be just riveting to watch. Watch me figure this out. Oak resin and a pomegranate. As much as I've played this game, I still don't know the oak resin from the pine tar without mouse overing. I should probably rant about how mouse overing makes us dumb. Now, back in the day, I would remember that because I would have to. I don't want to use my only pomegranate if it's not going to finish a bundle, because that's the sort of thing people ask for sometimes. Take a fiddlehead fern, a poppy, and a maple syrup. Get 3 of those taken care of. Kind of short on poppies, but where'd I put my ferns? Well, did I put them over with the fruits? That wasn't very smart if I did. Yep, they're there. Alright, and a maple syrup. Day's gonna be half over by the time I get this done. And a red mushroom, a sea urchin, a sunflower. Don't have a duck feather yet. Won't have a red cabbage until next year. Okay, a chub. Alright, let's go see about these things. Get the chub. That's easy. How about the mushrooms? I need a red mushroom and a purple mushroom. I don't know. Oh, there's a purple. I don't know if I have any red mushrooms. I really need to organize my chests soon here. I don't have any idea where anything is half the time. Nope, no red ones. Oh well. What else did I say I needed? I guess I got those things already. Okay, sea urchin, sunflower. There's the sea urchin. And there's the sunflower. Oops, I'm full. I can't be full. I guess I'll leave the wheat here. I know that's not a bundle I'm going to finish this time or for a while, because it requires the 3 apples. And even though I have 3 apples right now, they're not the same quality of apples, so they're not in a stack. And I've run into that before. You can't give the thing 3 apples out of different stacks. You have to give them all in one batch. Kind of annoying, but that's how it works. What did I say I thought I might find along the way? Oh, wild plum. Well, I didn't, but I didn't have room for it anyway. There's the wood skip. There's the bream. The carp, the bullhead, and the sunfish. Guess I'm not going to finish any. There's where the wheat would have gone. So I'm not going to finish any bundles here, I don't think. Got that there. And the chub. That's that for that one. Okay, and then I've got to go over to the... Did I finish that? Yeah, I finished that room already, okay. Pretty soon I need to save up 42,500, which is what it costs to do all the vault bundles. That's kind of an important thing to get done as far as expanding and moving ahead in the game, but it takes quite a bit of money. So as soon as I find a wild plum, I can finish that last bundle there. Let us look around. Find everything else. All 3 of the other fall forages. Give me a wild plum. Yes, I've come to ridicule you. Oh, but yes, I was talking about my videos, how it looked like they were about to take off in popularity, and then not really so much. It was just kind of a fluky thing. So it's still cool because, I mean, it's still people who subscribed who are going to be around when I continue making them, but it's not going to be I'm not suddenly picking up 20 subscribers a day for the foreseeable future or anything. It's going to be back to one here and there for now, which is fine. Okay, why did I come back home? By the way, I wasn't even thinking about it, but I could have found a wild plum in the cave at some point. It didn't have to be a forage, but apparently I have not. You can also find forages kind of on this map over in these areas. So tomorrow is going to be the day to buy a cow. I don't know why I'm looking so hard for a wild plum. I mean, I'm gonna wander into one sooner or later in the next few days. There's not any question about it. I don't really need to find it today. Anyway, tomorrow I need to. Oh, and I forgot about going and getting my good fishing pole too. Well, I'm not gonna be able to afford that yet. That's like 8,000, I think. 6 or 8,000. I don't know, something like that. There's the birthday girl. New achievement. Is that 5-star? Is that? Yes, 5 heart level with someone. If you can look in the trash cans and possibly find food and other things, food and treasures, but if anybody sees you doing it, it costs you friendship points, unless it's Linus, because he does the same thing. So I'm always careful about trying to talk to people next to the trash cans, because you can accidentally be checking the trash can instead of talking to the person. Yeah, whatever, dude. Okay, so what am I doing? I'm looking for... I guess I should go beachcombing too while I'm down here. Since I haven't done that in a while, there should be a few things piled up. I'm not really sure, there again, as much as I've played the game, I'm not really sure how that works as far as, I don't think, like, if you don't come to the beach for a whole month, it's not like it just fills up with shells, but it does seem like if you haven't been here for a few days, there will be more. It does seem like they pile up a little, but not necessarily just indefinitely. So I don't know, like, if you wanted to try to figure out how often should you go to make sure you get them all. I have no idea. At one point, I kind of had assumed that they just got reset every day. That it was, if you missed them one day, that was just it. But say goodnight. But I've since revised my thinking on that. I think it's more that they do stay a bit, because sometimes I've had a full inventory and been unable to pick something up, and then the next day or the day after that I come back and it's still sitting in that same spot. So I don't know. Say, Clint. Seaweed for the wizard. The wizard, I should say. Another word to say weird. Which I believe comes from the, gosh, I can't think of the author's name now, but long series of books. And the first book has a wizard named Rinse? No, that's not quite right, but it's close. It's been a long time since I read him, but he wants to be a wizard so bad that he makes his own wizard hat, but he can't spell, and so it says wizard on it with, I think, 2 Z's or 2, I don't know. It's a cool story, huh? Let's put the mushrooms in with the flowers. Make some more space here for other stuff. Get a wizard or a seaweed for the wizard, the wizard. It's bugging me. I can't think of that author's name. He's the guy that, oh, the Discworld books. Terry Pratchett, that's it. I liked a lot of them. Some of them, not so much. He got kind of heavy-handed with the politics in some of them. Or just with the analogies to regular life. Got a little too obvious at times, but some of them were pretty good, especially those early ones about. I still can't think of the wizard's name though. Thought it might come to me, but no. All right, so tomorrow, a cow. Deliver the seaweed, which is handy since that's the same direction. What else? Keep watching for wild plum. Harvest some hardwood here. Should probably be taking it. Well, I'm not going to have the money for that, other than I could get my hoe upgraded for the first time. I will have the money for that tomorrow. But like upgrading my pickaxe, that's going to take 5,000. I don't have that. So, but my hoe I could do for 2. Well, though, what's a cow going to cost me? That's going to cost me 1,600, I think. I'm not really sure. I think chickens are 8. Cows might be twice that. What can I sell here? I'm going to need some more money. I guess I'd... No. Let's see. Let's move these. No, I can't move that back there. It'll turn it into quartz bar. Gotta leave that here. Sell 2 of those. Sell a gold bar. out in here. What have I got? Still nothing new. I'll have to keep a couple of each for gifts, just in case quests, just in case somebody asks for something in particular. Although I don't know if they ever ask for pickles or jelly. They might not. Alright. Rain tomorrow. Okay, so I don't know if I'm going to go to the mines, though, because if I got to buy a cow and go to the wizards, maybe I'll go fishing instead. Though I don't think I'm going to have enough money to buy the new fishing rod yet, but we'll see. I don't even have amaranth yet, but in fact, I don't even have amaranth seed yet, because I ran out of money for buying seed. I guess that's one thing I'll do, is go get some... Go stop. Hey! That crow just took something. I think I got a scarecrow up here somewhere. That should be a scarecrow, but it's not. Didn't I get a scarecrow from somewhere? There it is. A rare crow, they call them. Let's plant that sucker right here. And I gotta go get a seed to plant in that spot. The scarecrows are effective out to like eight squares away or something like that. So I think that should cover it. Okay, so I need a cow and I need to deliver this seaweed. Off we go. And then I can loop around back to town and get some seeds. No, I can't. They're not open today. Always somebody not open. Seems like. It's sort of weird. This game is weird in ways. I don't know if it's... Maybe the guy who made it isn't from around here. But it's like all the businesses closed down. Well, not all the businesses, I guess, but some of the businesses closed down for a day, but none of them closed down on Sunday. It's like the stores closed on Wednesday. A couple of the others are closed on Monday or Tuesday. It's just weird. Okay, there we go. I don't think that's going to pay me diddly, because, yeah. Those quests basically pay you 3 times what the thing is worth, and seaweed ain't worth much. Oh well. Those do get you some pretty good friendship points with the person, though, so they're worth doing on that basis. I'm just kind of working my way back to the ranch here to buy the cow. Watching for wild plums. Purchase animals. 1,500. That's not bad. Totel? How about Totella? There we go. They're cows. They gotta have a girl's name. It's gotta sound at least a little bit girly. Can't name your cow Bruce or something like that. I don't think I'm good enough friends with Leia to go in her house yet. Nope. What am I going to do now? I guess I can... Why don't I go out and find out how much the... Let's chop these weeds. There we go. Let's go find out how much the fishing pole is going to be. I think it's 8,000. $7,500, okay. And I just skipped over having a fiberglass rod, which I could afford, but might as well save that and just go straight to the iridium rod. Uh-oh. Oh, it's the cleaning the house one. Or cleaning the trailer. I don't know if you even get to make any choices in this one. I think it just plays out. You know, if you only live with one other person and you can't keep up on the cleaning, that person must be a hell of a slob. Yeah, you don't even get a chance to do anything with this one. Alright. Oh, and another one. Oh, this one you do get a chance to, you get to lie. I guess the first one was the 2-heart event. This is supposed to be the 4-heart event. Penny's a bad cook, that's the joke. She's got to have a flaw, right? So she's not a Mary Sue. So she's a bad cook. Alright. Let's see if that's it for, okay. I can do the regular chats. Alright, I need some... No, I can't get seeds. Dang it, I keep forgetting. I guess it's fishing time then. Let's see if I can catch some... another shad. So I've got multiple shads to take one to the community center. This feels more like a chub. Nope, smallmouth bass, okay. I don't know. There are a few fish that don't move around a whole lot that kind of all seem the same. It's raining, damn it. Give me a rainfish. Although, I don't know if I can catch a catfish with this rod and my current fishing level. Catfish are pretty tough. Now watch, that'll be a catfish. No, salmon. Okay. There is a chart online that shows all the fish and when you can catch them. There aren't too many that are restricted as far as like rain only or season, but the ones that are really restricted, like walleye. I think walleye are only available in the fall, and they might only be available in the rain too. I'm not sure. So you might only get like 2 or 3 rainy days in the fall. There's a walleye. That's when I was talking about it. So there's the walleye I need for the bundle. At least got one. Because I've had times before where it's like, oh crap, fall's over. Now I gotta wait till next fall before I can catch a walleye. Alright, what the hell what have I got here? I don't think it's a catfish. It's not moving around quite enough for that, but I could be wrong. No, tiger trout. Which I think is one I need anyway, so that's not bad. Smallmouth bass, probably. Come on, come on, come on. Ah, shoot. Sometimes you get to dodging up when it goes down, down when it goes up, and you just can't correct for it. There's a shad. When I used to play this game in the emulator in VirtualBox, I didn't even realize how kind of delayed everything was, how delayed my responses were, and also the sounds were. If I wasn't looking at the screen and see the hit thing come up, I'd be too slow. If I looked away and had to click based on the sound, I would always be too slow because that's just how delayed it was. And I didn't even realize it because that was the only way I'd played it. But it is much better playing this native version thanks to the FNAify script that somebody wrote. Come on, now I got a treasure. Now I gotta catch this fish. Otherwise I don't get the treasure. There we go. Another tiger trout. Yeah, I probably couldn't catch a catfish because I'm struggling with the tiger trout, and catfish are definitely harder than them. This might be another shad. How does that feel about it? No? Walleye again. Wow. I had a couple other ideas for videos to do soon. One is sort of kind of why I think the 1980s computers were more conducive to people becoming programmers. Why they were sort of a better, I don't know what the word is for it, but basically that those computers sort of brought you into the idea of programming in a way that modern computers don't. Modern computers are so complex that you have several layers of software on top of them just to make them usable. And so to do any programming on them, you have to dig down through all of that, and in a sense. And with the computers back in the 80s, they were simple enough that you sat down and you unpacked your computer and you sat down in front of it and you could start writing little programs. Everything was there for you to do that. And I think that's one reason why that generation, my generation, is where a lot of the a lot of the software that made the internet take off came from, because those computers trained people to just be really hands-on and do-it-yourself with computers. That the idea that you could just sit down and figure this thing out and do cool stuff with it. Okay, there's the shad and the tiger trout. Still got to catch a catfish there. There's the walleye. Still got to catch an eel. Though they are not easy. Didn't have that. Did I checked that one already. Okay. Okay. What else here? Anything else to drop off? No, because I didn't find a wild plum yet. But anyway, I thought I would do maybe a demonstration of that, because I actually ran across a video of a training tape for the Commodore 64 that was made back in, I don't know, 1983 or 84 or something like that. It must have been something you could order through the mail at the time. It would have been a videotape, but it must have been something you could order, and it just sort of walked you through a lot of the things you could do. It didn't really teach too much, but it was kind of like, here are things you can do with your computer if you learn to do them. So that was interesting, but it got me thinking that, hey, I could do something like this. Just sort of walk through, here's the kind of things you did with your computer when you got it. You sat down in front of it, and boom, you could do these things. So I think I'm going to be doing something like that coming up, which will include a little basic and a little probably not really machine language, because I'm already doing my machine language or assembly series anyway. Hey, there's a wild plum. So probably just be basic, and then just kind of talking about the fact that when you turned on those computers, well, at least the Commodore computers, I don't really know too much about Apples and TI-99s, or TRS-80s and all the other systems that were out there. But at least with the Commodores, when you powered them up, you had a programming interface right there, and you had a screen editor right there. Whereas, nowadays, if you wanted to program, well, first of all, you've got to load up an editor, and you can't really just load up the editor that's like, if you think, well, okay, I've got an editor right here, it's called Microsoft Word. Well, no, you can't really program in Word because it's got too much it's going to put all sorts of formatting crap in your document. So you've got to go get yourself something that's just a text editor, or you've got to get an IDE, which puts you even further away from the hardware. So just the fact that you used to sit down and turn on this computer, and boom, you were in a programming environment with an editor, with a text editor, so that you could edit your programs, and it was all just right there without you needing to load anything off disk or anything, was really just, I think, really conducive to encouraging people to think that, yeah, you can program this thing. Why not? Okay, let's put those there. Got some fall seeds if we need them. Got some sunflower seeds here too. Got some wheat seeds. Let's put all these together. Alright. And it's getting late. What's it going to be doing tomorrow? Is this something I haven't learned yet? No. Okay. Could sell a couple of these. I need another some for my fishing rod. Oops. I'm not going to need a lot of gold bars for a while. Let's sell some gold bars. Maybe that'll get me enough for the fishing rod. We will see. Alright, back in a moment. Okay. I think I got enough to get the fishing rod. Oh yeah. Alright, I'll forget. I already had. Little cow, which is only a calf at this point. Which reminds me, I'm going to need a Gonna need a milk pail in a few days. Wait, I gotta get my 10. This is a chance to get my... Well, no, it's not. Okay. That would have been my chance to get my 10 hay for fodder. Now I gotta remember to do it next time it rains. Because that's really the only time they eat hay, is if they can't get grass outside. And right now that's easy for them to get grass outside unless it's raining. One more day on the bok choy here. Yeah, the crops are just kind of funny because they don't make a whole lot of sense sometimes. Like the fact that you can keep harvesting corn over and over. It's like, yeah, that's not really the way corn works. That's fine for like beans and peppers. Yeah, it's like, yeah, those things will keep producing. You keep picking them, they'll keep making more for a while. But corn just makes the generally 2 ears, sometimes 3, sometimes 1, and then it's done. There's no second crop of corn off of a stalk. It's just kind of funny how they decided to do some things that way. And let's see. I think the milk pail was 2,000. So can't afford that and the fishing pole, so I think I'll just go get the fishing pole this time. And some seeds. Because I still need amaranth. I haven't planted any amaranth yet. I'll go tell Penny I forgot about her mom thing. Nope, she's not home. That's one kind of funny thing. Pam, when you've only got like 2 hearts with Pam, she starts saying the "you better treat Penny right" thing. It's like, what? It's like, we're just barely friends. Why, it's kind of that, unless you're starting to get romantically involved with Penny, that line doesn't really make any sense. But Pam starts throwing it at you pretty early in the game when you barely know either one of them. It's just sort of weird. I guess I could have brought... No, I can't. I don't want to upgrade a tool because I want to go get my... What am I doing here? I just want to go to the beach. Or, well, I might as well stop in here too. Visit people. Nope, nobody to visit. Gunther doesn't count. He's not a villager, friend-wise. Say hello to Weirdo Elliot. That's something new. Still finding books. doing... Let's see, can I craft any bobbers yet? Yes, I can. That's really the only bobber I care about, although, well, the treasure bobbers is decent too at times. Put that there. Unfortunately, you can't sell or do anything useful with your old fishing poles. So, may as well throw it away, actually. Because they're entirely worthless. Can't sell them to Willie, can't sell them to anybody else. I guess in theory you could have you could use more than one if you wanted to, like, leave one in a chest down at the beach so that you'd have it there. It wouldn't have to use up a spot in your inventory. Whoops, I gotta take that one thing to Gunther. If you didn't want to tie up a spot in your inventory with your fishing pole, you could leave it down there at the beach and then also have one at home or wherever other places you go fishing. But even then, I wouldn't keep the old cheap one for that. By that point in the game, I'd just go ahead and have a good one everywhere. Because after a while, you got plenty of money for that. Okay, that's what I was seeing out of the corner of my eye. Can't forget to go get seeds. That's one of my... Sure, why not? Already talked to him. Okay, I didn't get any yam seeds before, or fairy seeds, or amaranth seeds, so shoot, I still don't have a lot of money for this. Get 5 of that. 4 of those. Well, and I guess 1 more of those. I could sell that. And sell those 2. Get me at least 1 fairy seed. Alright, no place to plant these things yet, so I'll just... Let's see, let's get this out of here. Whoops, what'd I do? Leave that. Good grief. Come on. Can't point. Okay. Take the flowers out of there. Leave the sunflowers, because they're more of a... Not a vegetable, but they're more of a crop for some reason. Drop off the beach things. Let's sell some beach things here. some of these things would actually be worth more once I have a kitchen and can turn them into recipes, but for now they're just, I might as well get something out of them as fish. Let's see, get those two. Because I need money. I didn't realize pancakes were good for foraging. I guess I should eat those in the morning. Put those in there. Yeah, I'll save the pancakes for breakfast, and then that'll boost my foraging. Let's see what we got going on down here in the crab pot area. Still got some bait. And stuff being recycled. So let's drop this off in here. Let's leave those, well, let's sell those things. I don't think they're worth diddly, but might as well get something out of them. Torches. Sell those too, and that, and that. All right. See, Thursday. Nothing special about Thursday. If I want to go fishing, I guess I should get some bait. And materials for the bobber that I want. There's the bobber. And give that some more bait. I don't know which, there's something they call legendary fish in this game. There's, I think, 5 of them. 5 fish that are really hard to catch. You can only catch 1 of each. And they're in particular spots at particular times of the year. And I don't recall which one is the fall one of the bunch. So, I guess that's a long way of saying, not going after legendary fish right now. So I might as well not have brought it up. Man, even with the better fishing rod, my green bar is just still pretty small because I'm only level 6. It does help to have the trap bobber on there, though. It keeps the bar from going down as fast. The green bar when the fish is getting away, it doesn't get away as fast. Pretty sure salmon can only be caught in the fall. Thing is, they're not really good for anything. I mean, they're not in any bundles in the community center. I think there might be a recipe for them, but I don't think it's a recipe that does anything for you in particular. Like the pancakes there, they improve your foraging, and there's a trout soup that improves your fishing, but I don't think the salmon cakes or whatever actually give you any bonuses. So of course you can sell them. You can sell anything, but any fish. It's just kind of funny because they're only available in the fall, which makes them kind of rare, and you'd think, well, they must be worth something special then. They're not. They're just a medium range value fish. Catching a lot of chub. And a CD. Didn't have to touch that one. Hey, there's the bubbles. I don't think I can quite cast the bubbles, though. And apparently I'm not close enough to them to feel their effects. It's really not fair. It shouldn't make the bubbles appear out of your reach. So it's supposed to get down to like 13 below tonight, something like that. And then get up like to close to 0 tomorrow, -2 or something like that for a high. And then back down to like 15 below the next night. I think that's still all in the forecast. And then we're supposed to get a day that's just normal cold, like 20, and then it's supposed to warm up quite a bit and get a couple days up in the 50s, so we'll get some good muddy weather and all this melts off fast. I went out to the chicken house today and sealed up a couple of windows better than they had been. Try to just lock it down good for a couple of days here without any. Can't shut down all the drafts because it's a barn. It's not a house, but So there's cracks around the doors and stuff, but I sealed up the windows pretty good. Because it was pretty windy out there besides being cold. I didn't want any major drafts coming through. The chickens are actually producing a few eggs these days. Better than I really expected this time of year. They've already, some of them have kicked back in for spring. Okay, let's see, let's take that, a few of those, and that, a few of those. I guess that's good. Here, let's sell one of these also and one of these. I forgot to drop my CD off on the way. Today was one of those days where you had to collect the eggs twice, or otherwise, if they laid them in the morning, they might have been freezing or frozen by evening. Although they're probably not, because their water didn't freeze up completely. It was freezing over, and then they were keeping it broken loose. And still no advancement in fishing level or anything. Well, I guess that's a good place to stop. I've been trying to play 4 days per game, so, or per session. It makes it about an hour and a half. It seems like it works out, so I guess that's where I'll stop for tonight. And maybe I'll play again tomorrow night if it's going to be as cold as it is. I certainly won't be outside doing anything. So anyway, I thank you for watching, and good night.